So, as you probably know, Dead by Daylight has been putting out some changes recently that have made me kind of skeptical about where the game is going. And one of these consists of the new blight changes. Now, as many of you are aware, I heard about there was a killer tournament, and I'm going to explain this to those who haven't heard it. The killer tournament, basically, they invite the best killers in the world to come play, and then they put no limits on perks, add-ons, killers, or anything. And then they also did this for the survivors, and to my knowledge, I haven't looked crazy into the situation. I heard about it once and I kind of moved on, but it was enough to like get my attention. I heard that all of the killers they weren't able to get a tie, or the most that they were able to get was a single tie, which I kind of feel like if the best killers in the world are against survivors that are using whatever perks they want, then why? Why is every survivor sweating their ass off just to play? And I also heard and have seen, this one I've experienced. This one I know from personal experience. I have like 700 hours on the game, 100 something on my console, and I've been experiencing this one since I've been playing for the 3rd anniversary, which is 7 years ago. Damn, I feel old. Wow, we're coming up on the 10th one, and they better fix some shit. My number one complaint with the game right now, as a whole, is where it's going. I personally feel like killers are being tossed by the wayside. I know that the game's been survivor-sided for a while, and it's all over Reddit, it's on TikTok, it's everywhere. You can see that the devs clearly favor the survivors, because when the survivors complain about something, it gets fixed pretty much instantaneously. But when the killers complain about something, it's not changed, or it is nerfed to a point where it's like so minuscule, it's not even noticeable. Again, I come back to the changes with Blight. I feel like it honestly just harmed new players, and then old players of Blight were kind of just unaffected. Which Blight's already like an absolute pain in the ass to learn. And also, the entitlement of survivors is just, it's always been bad, but I feel like right now it's worse than it has ever been, because there are matches where survivors with a 4-stack of the same build get a good map for them, and then they decide to DC if they are not spoon-fed the fucking win. And then they will go next, because there's no punishment for it. Like, if they are in an unwinnable position, they can leave the game with no penalty, and they can go on to the next game, and they can bully the guy who just installed the game 2 hours ago and is playing his, like, first killer game after he tried out Survivor for a bit. You see my problem here? Like, it just feels like another good game is going down the drain. And Dead by Daylight is one of those that has been with me for 7 years, and I don't like where it's going. I've been there for the ups and downs, but this honestly feels like a landslide compared to before. Like, you know, last time it was like a downhill, you know, we're going down, it's a roller coaster, and then you go all the way back up, and then right now it's like this. It's like you're skiing. I don't even want to talk about it, but here I am, you know, I just wanted to voice my opinion on the situation, and you know what I think, and I personally believe that there needs to be some serious changes that happen. I barely have any words. I've been with this game for so long, and it's been one of my top 3 for way, way too long. And it has basically become the Fortnite of horror games, which is probably why one of the reasons why it's so popular. But the thing is, there's not another game out there that lives long enough like Dead by Daylight. I've been around for when Hide or Die came out, and last year, which last year was a really great game. I still miss that game. I heard they were trying to bring it back, but I don't know how true that is. I really want last year to come back. You know, they're bringing out another Friday the 13th game, so maybe something will overthrow the king, but Even if the kingdom can barely run, the king still runs the throne, you know? Like, and I'm not saying that all survivors are assholes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying most. Most survivors are mean. And by most I mean the like 20% of toxic people. Yeah, it's probably more, but I don't want to say how much. Way too many toxic people. I've also had just people like in games when I'm genuinely playing by the rules. I get 2 hooks on everybody and I'm playing nice, and then they'll just be like, "Oh my god, baby killer, you fucking suck, GG easy," shit like that. And also, to the people that leave behind those god-awful negative rep things on the Steam profile of the guy that killed you. Why? What is the point of that? Are you getting fun out of it? Is it entertaining to you? Do you think you're funny? Like... I don't understand. I don't. But, yeah, sorry for this different type of video. I just really wanted to voice my opinion on the matter because I know what's going on, and I wanted to voice my opinion as someone who's been with the game for 7 years, and I want to say it's never been in a state this bad. And when it was, it got fixed pretty quickly, but I don't know if there's any coming back this time because they just keep listening to survivors and killers keep getting tossed by the wayside. And the more they do that, the more killers leave, which is why I haven't played the game forever. The more killers leave, and then more sweaty killers come in, and those sweaty killers get sweatier and sweatier and sweatier until there's only like 2 of them left, and then it's the same 2 killers every time. And you know, the survivors aren't enjoying it either, so more and more survivors leave, which causes the killers to only get the toxic games more. And obviously the killers don't want to deal with that shit, so we're gonna end up into a point where there's a killer shortage and there's gonna be nobody wanting to play killer. But I'm gonna end the video before it becomes a rant, because this is very easily something that can become a rant, and it probably would. But with that, I would like to let everyone to know to have a good night. Hit subscribe if you want more, and check out some of the other content. And yeah, if you have any opinions on the matter, leave it down in the comments below. Peace.